Thank you very much. Thank you. What an awesome job Elliot did there. I would have just moved the chairs, but fair enough. I know why he didn't want to sit up the front too, because I do a bit of stage diving. I don't know why you're laughing. It's not like I'm going to fucking just hit him, is it really? I'll probably kick my leg out to that side, maybe get you as well. So here we are. Look, normally I'm the oldest person in the room, but I'm getting old. I don't know about you. I'm starting to get old people injuries. I twisted my ankle getting out of bed 2 weeks ago. I stepped on one of my balls. I fell over. Luckily, I didn't get hurt. I landed on the other one, which was conveniently in a nearby room. So I'm getting old. I'm on my second heart attack. That one didn't work either. I'm still here, and I was rushed to hospital, and I was rushed 2 kilometres to hospital when I had my first heart attack. And as we turned left into St Kilda Road, main thoroughfare in Melbourne, I said to the ambo in the back, well, I would have gone up Punt Road. And he said, well, maybe that's why you're having a fucking heart attack. It's not an Uber, which was true. It was only $1,200. And I was rushed to hospital and I was being worked on, and it's such a privilege when people who don't even know you are trying to save your life. And I was, I don't know if you've heard of this, but I was in A&E and I was being worked on by all these people who all know their jobs. You know, it's 50 milligrams of bullshit, you know, it's stat. Right? And people talk about this happening and how they actually hover on the brink of life and death, and they leave their body and they float up to the roof and they can look down. Have you heard of this? Right? And they look down on a chaotic milieu beneath them, and it happened to me, but I was 157 kilos then. So I only got up about that high. It was like I was tied down or something. I had to have some other stuff done. I had to have my gallbladder removed, which sounds so civilised, doesn't it? Now, I'm betting not everybody in this room has your gallbladder, right? And you're not going to keep yours. Sorry. Seriously, mate, don't make too close of friends with it. It's going. Probably most of the room. We're not equipped with our diet to have it. Anyway, I had my gallbladder removed, and I had a thing called keyhole surgery. And it's what they do is they use keyhole surgery because they want to minimise the scarring, right? Because they didn't want to fuck up my modelling career. And I've woken up in hospital, and I've got these 4 little scars across my belly there, and one slightly bigger one there, right? And the surgeon comes to see me the next day, and he's really proud of his work, you know, like he's a welder. And he says, look at the scars. He goes, what do you think? And I said, I'll be honest with you, mate. It looks like you didn't know where it was. Have you ever heard of dial before you dig? Now, so I don't want to get too intimate with you, but I have to have another colonoscopy. I've had 3 in the last 2 years. I have to have a 4th, because apparently there's 4 doctors in Melbourne that haven't seen up my ass. And there's been an outcry, and a mate of mine, I told him, and he goes, why don't you just get them to leave a camera up there? Like that website with the eagle's nest. You just drop in and see what's going on in my colon. So I had a colonoscopy. I had to have surgery because I had prostate cancer, right? And I had to have this, and I was a candidate for this thing called brachytherapy, right? Which means they don't remove your prostate. And what they do is they insert. Yeah, it was a tough time. And they insert these little tiny radioactive pellets into your prostate, and that way it kills the cancer. And I had 89 inserted into my prostate. Woo, yeah. But it's an odd number. You reckon they dropped one, don't you? And we'll put 90, make it 89. But I was cured, so, get yourself, thank you. Look, some people clapped then, and that really hurt me, because I did all those good jokes and you did fucking nothing. Some other bloke sticks some fucking radioactivity shit up my ass, and you go, "Oh, that's all right." So I'm here to tell you. It's just good we can get together again, because particularly in Melbourne, we suffered the lockdown. Like, we really suffered. And did you have the 5 kilometre thing up here, the radius, where you couldn't go? And do you know that really fucked up the dating scene, didn't it? Because you basically had to take whatever you could get within 5 k's. I see some of you have stuck with that, and that's good, right? Good on you. Because people can be very dishonest on the dating apps, and I called this girl out on it. I said to her on this date, "You don't look anything like your profile picture." And she goes, "Yeah, but to be fair, in that photo, I don't look this disappointed." I feel like you've taken her side there. And I picked up a girl, it was about 30 years ago, still going on about it. We went back to her place. She wanted to go to the park. I know, it's not a Newcastle lass. And we were doing it, and I think everyone here has done it, yeah, or you've seen it on the internet. It's as good as it looks. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the act of love, something Shakespeare referred to and numerous times as making the beast with 2 backs, which makes you wonder who Shakespeare did it with. Look after your dog. No. So we were making love as much as we could, and she all of a sudden in the half light, in this kind of light, she looks at me and she goes, "I want you to choke me." I've gone, Jesus Christ, how shit am I? She's lost the will to live. I don't think she wants anybody to know about this. I did meet a girl. I was doing a gig in the Comics Lounge in North Melbourne. This girl came up to me at the bar after the show, so it's all right. Any ladies? And over there. But she came, and at the bar she said to me, "You're very funny." It's just, and I felt I should compliment her back. Well, not just her back, like all of her. That's maybe why you boys are alone, because you I'm assuming you don't want to just compliment the bits you like, because she was very sexy. And she was, her scent, the scent was amazing, right? When I say scent, I mean her perfume. I don't mean like I'm a serial killer. I didn't go, oh, I want to eat your skin. And over there, good. No, I wanted to compliment her, and I noticed her fingernails, and I said to her, her fingernails were exquisitely done. Like some of the young girls have done these days. And I said to her, "I really like your nails." And she goes, "Well, thank you. I did them myself." Naturally, I said to her, "Is that what you do?" And for some reason, she answered me exactly this way. She said, "Well, no, I just taught myself to do that because, I got sick and tired of paying an Asian lady $50 to do something to me that I could basically do better myself." And I said, "Well, fuck. That's a coincidence." And I'm a very firm believer in coincidence, right? I'm actually a member of a coincidence club. Right? We don't meet, we just run into each other and go, fuck. Thank you, that is my most favourite thing I've ever written. I don't know if you've heard this. Kathy Freeman's come out. She reckons she's got a stalker. And I thought, fuck me, how fast is he? I couldn't catch Kathy Freeman. Yeah. Oh, look, I don't know if this is going to work, but I want to point out this. It is. It looks like it's had a couple of drinks, doesn't it? I don't know if I'm studying ancient Egyptian history. I love ancient Egyptian history. This is one of the world's oldest modern civilizations. Are you aware? Pardon me. 5,000 years ago, the ancient Egyptians, they used stone pillows. Early technology, great big fuck off rocks as pillows, comfy. You know, how did you sleep? Oh, terrible! Oh no, my neck is fucked, guys. I think I'm gonna have to go to the Cairo. Oh, isn't that horrible? Like, you're hating it and clapping it at the same time. It takes a lot of courage to do a joke that shit, doesn't it? And some of you'll be telling that, you'll hate it, you'll tell it, you'll fuck it up, like my mum. You know, and anyway, then he goes, oh wait, I think I'm gonna have to go to the physio. Doesn't make sense. Right, anyway, we move on. Oh, do you know, I'm just going to trust that doesn't fall. I was doing a gig in a servicemen's club, an RSL, and I used to wear camouflage pants. Well, they weren't real camouflage. I got them at Target. They were just green and brown, right? But I was having a piss at the urinal, right? Like, oh yeah, you'd know, would you? Yeah. So anyway, I'm having a piss, and this soldier comes in and stands, and he's drunk. He comes in and he stands, and he's wearing real camouflage. He looked fantastic. He looked like autumn, right? And he comes and he stands right next to me, intrusive, and he leans down as he's pissing. He says to me, "Aren't you ashamed of yourself in those imitation camouflage pants?" And I said to him, "Well, I can hear you, but I can't fucking see you. I've just got a talking penis here." I love coming here to the country. I didn't like that, buddy. I was going to say, if there's no trams, there's the country, but I forgot you've got a, well, it's not a tram, you've got a fucking train set. But anyway, no, it is. We're driving here, it's just beautiful. The air's a lot clearer, and it's great place to raise children if they make it. And I don't know. I grew up on the land myself. I grew up on a farm for the first 5 years of my life. But sadly, like a lot of people on the land, we lost our farm in a flood. Well, I can still remember the trauma as a 5-year-old boy of watching my father poring over the insurance policy on the kitchen table as the floodwaters visibly rose around our farmhouse, only for Dad to discover in our insurance policy we were not insured against floods. Now, I don't know if anyone here's ever tried to set fire to a wet farmhouse, but it's fucking tricky. You need rocket fuel to get that sucker burning. Look, I don't want to dwell on that. I've been away. I just got back. I've been on a surfing safari. Yeah, I shot 4 of them. Which is kind of good because later on we went body surfing. I wouldn't have had one. You were right to challenge me there, sir. And when I say sir, I'm actually only pretending that I was having any deference for you. I was in the mines in Western Australia. Well, I wasn't working. Fuck that. I'm pretty lazy. Not that there's anything wrong with being lazy in Australia. They did a survey and they found 70% of Australians admitted that they were lazy. right? And the other 30% didn't do the fucking survey. There's nothing wrong with that. As lazy people like me, we are the problem solvers in this world. We're the people who say there must be an easier way. I bet sometimes you sit down and watch TV, you can't find the remote control. It just fucks off into the universe, doesn't it? So what I do at the start of the night, I get the remote control, I sticky tape it onto the dog. Somebody goes, "Where's the remote?" I go, "Here we go." It's the best one I did. I was on You're right. Yeah. The best one I did. I was on tour in Brisbane. I stayed in this really shitty hotel in Brisbane. I didn't have these any cooking facilities in my room per se. Right. All I had was a little Latin dictionary. That's where I learnt per se. Yeah. Well, it's not something that you were very familiar with, was it? Anyway, but all I had for cooking, right, was I had a pop-up toaster, and one of them old metal Burko jugs for boiling water, one of those old stainless steel ones. Inadequate cooking facilities. And I've come back from the gig, and I really felt like some grilled cheese on toast. You know what I'm saying? Grilled cheese, not toast and cheese. Man, that's not cooking. I'm talking about bubbling grilled cheese with a little bit of brown on top. And I thought, wait a minute. If I turn the toaster on its side and I put the bread and the cheese in laterally, fuck you, George Foreman, I've got to grill it. Except you don't want to get stoned and forget, right? Because 3 minutes later, ba-dang, there's 2 toasted cheese missiles straight out the window. See, that's changed the whole paradigm for you, hasn't it, now? It's not a toaster anymore, it's a fucking bread cannon. And you can aim that toast at anything around the house that you want to. In fact, the cat, I was playing with the cat the other day, I was trying to find its G-spot, right? And, yeah, I know, jeez. It's jokes on me, he hasn't got one. No, you're this section here, you were very disgusted there, weren't you? It's only a joke, I haven't got a cat. Anymore. Anyway, it's not what I set out to tell you. This is a very convoluted way of telling you that I was working the mines in Western Australia, and very, very big distances we travel, stay the night, do the show, stay the night, wake up in the morning, have breakfast with the miners in their well-appointed cafeterias. Bit of a new thing for me getting up in the morning. I've got to ask this question for you, people in Newcastle. It's more a complaint than a question. I don't know if it'll resonate. But I want to know, when it comes to breakfast, right, how long does it take to cook a fucking crumpet? Huh? I reckon if there's a fire in your house, get under a crumpet. You've got an hour. More you need, turn it over, you need another fucking hour, right? What are they made of? Asbestos? Anyway, I have to get out of here in a minute. Dave O'Neill's coming on now. I've got to go through your cars. That's where the real money is. I'll tell you this, I'll get out anyway. I saw this amazing documentary. You know that weird-ass director, James Cameron? Yeah, you would have seen one of his documentaries. Films, you would have seen his Avatar, everybody's seen that. I didn't say that because you're blue, but yeah. Well, I didn't mean past tense. Yeah, I think you would have seen, what is it, Titanic, Terminator 2, although I said Titanic 2 by mistake. Yeah, fuck, this ship comes back up. Anyway, he's a very kooky guy. And he had a theory that life could exist on the planet Earth without the need of sunlight and oxygen on Earth, 2 great givers of life. And he proved it. What he did was he took a bathoscope, right, a deep-sea submarine, 3 kilometres below the surface of the Atlantic Ocean. And there he found life. There he found a fish that survives by dwelling over the volcanic cracks in the ocean floor. From time to time, when those cracks release their subterranean magma, or lava, the fish subsumes that heat energy into its body and that way it perpetuates its own life force. It's extraordinary. But in order to survive, the fish has an exterior skin that can withstand temperatures, and get this right, minus 30 degrees below Celsius, up to 700 degrees Celsius. And I thought, fuck, how would you cook that? My oven only goes up to 450. And I open the oven door to fish me, and they're going, hey, do you want to try me back in the freezer? And by the way, these crumpets are doing nothing. And folks, that is the enemy. My name is Brad Oakes. Thank you very much.